All right, everybody, welcome back to the Peter Schiff Show. Tom Woods in for Peter. We've got Judge Andrew Napolitano, senior judicial analyst at Fox News, with us, but we've got him with us for like 3 seconds, so I don't have time to tell you anything else about him except you know he's a great guy. Judge, I have time to ask you 2 questions. You ready?
How are you, my dear friend?
I'm doing great. I'm going to tell, after you get off the air, I'm going to tell them how great you were at the Mises Institute, but right now...
It was one of the happiest weeks for me in recent memory. Extremely bright students, utterly dedicated to human freedom and dedicated to academic diligence.
Oh, absolutely.
You know I was the only non-economist besides you. I guess you're an economist and a historian and a legal scholar as well. You're everything wrapped in one. But the rest of them were serious economists. These kids sat down and actually prepared Supreme Court cases for my class. They were diligent beyond all measure. I was so thrilled.
It was absolutely fantastic. All right, here are the 2 things I want to know from you. You've been covering the Snowden matter. And what I want to know is, we had known for a while about what the NSA was up to, I thought. So what is it specifically that Snowden has revealed to us that we didn't know already? Is it just that he has brought it now before the general public that was maybe not paying attention before?
Well, we knew from the New York Times revelations in 2005, which they sat on for 18 months. If they had revealed it when they learned it, John Kerry might have defeated George Bush. Nevertheless, we know from their revelations in 2005 that the NSA had been spying on Americans. What Snowden told us is that the NSA and the Obama administration were validating that spying by actually getting warrants for it from the FISA court. What we also learned is that it was not selective spying as it was, or as we thought it was in the Bush years. It was dragnet. I mean, what turned out to be, let me have your billing records, Verizon, really was, we now have the content, emphasis content, of every telephone call, every email, and every text message sent by one person in the United States to another, starting 2.5 years ago. And this was approved and authorized by in secret by judges in a secret court, so secret that the judges themselves are not allowed to have iPhones or BlackBerries or pens and pencils, so secret that the judges themselves don't have records of their own decisions. When Edward Snowden revealed, we're back on June 6th now, a copy of an order signed by Judge Roger Vinson. By the way, an otherwise good guy, one of the first judges to find Obamacare unconstitutional on Commerce Clause grounds. Nevertheless, when he signed an order directing Verizon in April of this year to surrender the billing records of all 113 million of its customers, that's about 200 million households, he didn't even have a copy of the order that Snowden did. That's how secret this court is. So about 20 members of Congress knew about it. They weren't, under the law, allowed to say anything. 11 members of court knew about it. They weren't, under the law, allowed to say anything. The NSA lied about it in public when testifying before a committee on which Senator Wyden sat, and apparently the NSA lied about it in private in their briefings to the members of Congress. So in order to support the program, the NSA began doing what the Justice Department is now prosecuting Edward Snowden for doing. It began leaking. So the NSA leaked that it stopped 50 plots. And then the NSA leaked that it caught these crazies in the Saudi Arabian Peninsula this week in their so-called conference call of 20 people. That sounds absurd. I don't know how anybody could believe this, but this is what they want us to believe. What they can't answer is how invading the inalienable Fourth Amendment right to be left alone of 330 million Americans helps them capture bad guys in Saudi Arabia. They can't answer that other than to say, well, it's a little easier if we have the whole haystack and we're looking for a needle. Well, the Constitution has built-in values in it that intentionally make the government's work not easy, because the government has to protect our freedom while it does its work in looking for the bad guys.
Judge, I know you got to get off here at 50 minutes after the hour. I was going to ask you for a brief précis of Theodore and Woodrow, your most recent book, but I'll let you go. We'll do that another time. I appreciate you coming on because I asked this question yesterday, and now I'm able to go to the expert himself for the answer. I appreciate your time. Thanks so much, Judge.
Pleasure, Tom. All the best to you.